Hello everyone. Give me a moment, I'll open at the chat. The chat as usual. So I have it like on a pop-out window. And then I think we should be all set. Yeah! I'll have my controller out. I'll put my proxy card away. I finally have my first self-cut cards. So I've got it. I'll open the game so we don't have to listen to this music, right? So maybe some people know, but I've been getting into Magic the Gathering because my partner introduced me to it, and we are broke. Hello Meiji, welcome to the stream. We are broke, so we are not able to afford the cards, so instead we print them out and make proxies, because that's acceptable in my opinion. And my partner was so kind to print out my first deck, and I have spent like maybe 4 hours today just cutting them with my paper, like small little paper guillotine kind of thing, paper cutter and like corner cutter. Unfortunately, like 20 cards are missing. I don't really know why, but I'll just have to go and print those out myself then, maybe in the nearby days. But I'm so excited. I'm holding the deck in my hands, and it's like, it feels nice, although it's just paper. I need to glue them on like discarded like planes, basic planes cards we are gonna get from like this Magic the Gathering guild my partner's friend is part of. But it feels so good to physically have the deck in my hand. So far I've been only like just looking at it in like architect.com. Now I have it in my hands, all cut and clean. It's nice. Maybe one day when my collection is a little bit bigger, I can show you all my cards that I have and talk about my decks. When I'm also a little bit more experienced in Magic the Gathering. A lot of it is currently like, I kind of know how things go, but at the same time I'm still a total newbie at it. Which is fitting because I am a newbie. Oh, okay, so how are you doing? How are y'all doing? Anyone watching the VOD? People watching the stream? Lurkers, no need to comment. I'm having like a tired Monday. I have some neck pain. Probably from shrimping on the floor, because I don't have a good desk for arts and crafts. Or maybe I could have, but I was too lazy to like clean up my my PC desk. So I was doing it on the floor, so I was like crouching for many hours. I was doing like stretching at the same time, which ended up hurting my muscles because I didn't warm up beforehand. Don't do that. I feel like the more I talk about the way I lead my life, the worse it sounds. But anyway, so this week, today I hope to like experience Yume Nikki till the end. I'm hoping like at most 2 hours stream. I've been trying to push shorter streams, and although last Saturday it was exceptionally short. It was like the game lasted like maybe 7-8 minutes or something. That's like kind of crazy. But I was thinking if I could spend a little less time today streaming, I could have more time to do some other things and maybe prepare a thumbnail for Sinner's Somnia stream on Wednesday. Also, my partner suggested or made notion that probably Yume Nikki is an exploration game rather than a gameplay game. So it's more about experiencing the different worlds, having a like a psychedelic trip without psychedelics. And so I was like, okay, maybe that's like the correct way to approach it. Like I got the vibe last time, but I still had like the kind of mode on where I'm trying to understand the gist of it and trying to look for like some gameplay elements in the sense that, oh, I need to do something in order to get somewhere, but this might just be about dreams, although I don't know, maybe we are both wrong with my partner. But that is like the approach I'm taking to the rest of the game experience. So we are just gonna today, I'm just gonna go with the attitude of I'm gonna explore the different rooms, see what I have there, and then when I'm content, I will end it. It seems there might be a little bit of lag. Is there a lot of lag? There's something about the lives that dropped frames 0.3%. Well, that's not like that's nothing. That's not no burger. That's a nothing burger. Shit, I didn't mean to go there. Shit. Get out. Thank you. Whew. I was supposed to talk about something else too. This week we'll continue 3 games we have already been playing, but I'm interested in starting Sinner-Insomnia as a new game. I feel like maybe what keeps my vitality up when it comes to streaming is variety, and variety is good. Shorter games with variety, although long games too are always like I shall always play long games too, but I felt like a little bit revigorated with the idea of starting Sinner-Insomnia on Wednesday, and then my friend suggested me to check out the demos on Steam, since there's like some event going on, and I checked them, and there were a lot of demos I really want to try out on stream. They seem a lot of fun. Some of them are like visual novel types, and then some are like pixel RPG maker exploration things. Some of them are horror, so maybe we are able to squeeze them in the rest of the October, maybe? I don't know. It's not like we only play horror games during October, but I just especially want to play like horror tagged games during October to kind of have a little bit of a Halloween vibe going on. I'll be drinking hot cocoa and C vitamin drinks again today. That's my poison today. I don't remember which rooms we have already checked. I remember we first went to the eye room because I thought that the eyes are just amazing, and I still think that door is my favorite door of them all. So I think maybe we should go like clockwise from there. I know there's like a few rooms I have been to on this side, but I don't really remember. So I guess we're just gonna go here. What the fuck are we looking at? My eyes are hurting. Wait, so we can walk on this? That's adorable. All these steps make different sounds. That's so cute though. And what the heck is that? It's a huge eye. I forgot we have the suction cup shoes. I totally forgot about this element. Okay, so here we have a toilet. Let's see what happens. Does anything happen if we use it? Also, I don't know what this is supposed to be. They look like kind of like viruses or bacteria, but also like an eye, but also also what we would call a church moth in Finnish. Those who know what I mean. Okay, so it's like so exploration mode, just like an experience mode. Unfortunately, I'm not in the most yappiest mood of them all. Like I am actually kind of tired, so I don't know how this will go. If this is gonna be at all entertaining or engaging, but let's hope. Let's hope for the best. We had like a seriously long Pathfinder session yesterday. We are playing Wrath of the Righteous, and we had like a 9-hour session yesterday, which was really intense. Also role-playing wise, we have very different. We have a very rigid character in a party, and there's a lot of tensions going on, and they're starting to like show the character differences. Anyway, it was such a long session. I came back home and I was just so tired, but I needed like I need to clear my head a little bit. Is this a face we are walking on? No, I don't think it is. Or maybe it's like a blown up face, maybe, probably. If it's a face, it's a little fucked up. I was just looking like at this, like these could be eyes, but probably no, they're just like random things. But yeah, just to clear my head, I was playing a little bit after I came back home, but oh, my head, I was like so like, I don't know, fried. my brain felt fried. And I think a little bit of that has been carried to today. I also slept really badly. Lately I've been seeing like all these very weird dreams. Like last night, just thinking about it, like we are playing a dream diary. Makes me think of what I have seen last night. But like, it was like this very, very odd dream I had last night. There were like time skips. I was in a loop of celebrating my birthdays. In a row, like we just skipped years, and they kind of like lapped over each other and all. Like at this one point, I was like there was like this counter on the wall or something saying like 11, that it would be my 11th birthday. But I think in the dream at that point I was actually 19 or something. So I was celebrating my 11th birthday when I was 19 in the dream. Then I almost died a few times prior to the birthday parties, which was really weird. And there was like before I woke up, there were also like these like you know, when in some series after the credits or after the episode ends, there's like this little bit of extra, or there could be like extra episodes, like special episodes, like delving into like some side characters' lives or something. I had that. Like in the last birthday party I experienced, there was like these 2 people from US who were visiting, and I didn't know who they are, but they were like my friends, but I didn't know who they are because I was kind of watching from third perspective. So before I woke up, I just quickly had like a dream of them, like who they are and what my connection to them is. They were like, I don't know what they were doing. They were kind of like I think they were like kind of like trying to cover for crimes, I think. Like there were multiple scenes where they were like there were like a rails, like a railway. And when a train would run over someone, they would like wait and pick the body up in between the trains so people would not know. Oh, we have a motorcycle? Oh no, it's a bicycle. Can we turn into a bicycle? No, we can just, okay. I thought we would be like having like a bicycle head or something. But anyway, so the people in my dream, the friends of mine in the dream. So what they did, was that they covered for train drivers who run over people. Like that's what they did, and somehow I had been involved in that or something. Honestly, I have no idea. Then I woke up. There was like a criminal gang that like cornered up my friends in like their base or something. And then the dream ended. I woke up really baffled and also like really tired. Are these people gonna kill me if I go past them? No? Where the fuck are we? I have like I often remember my dreams, and they're often very vivid and very weird. My partner says that it's easy to like see how the previous day's events have affected my dreams, but honestly sometimes I can't say. I don't know why in my dream there were two people from the US who worked to cover up for train drivers when they run over people. I don't even know. They were like also like half naked half of the time, or like naked half of the time when doing the job, which is also kind of like baffling. Like, why would they need to be naked while doing that? But you know what? I don't question too much because I don't think it really made that much sense. Okay, so we have a friend here. We can, okay. No, we are not, no gamer mode. We are in an experimental mode. We are just experiencing the psychedelic. The person is bleeding. That's unfortunate. I don't know if we can do anything here. Interact with it or to help it. Do we have like a hat that's like a cup or something? No. Unfortunate. Well, sorry you are bleeding out, I guess. My condolences. And nothing else to do here, so I guess bye. I would be really interested to hear what the developers were thinking when they like created this game. Like, are these based on their own game experiences, or were they like, oh, this would be cool, oh, this would be cool, and then they just like added elements? Or if there are symbolisms there here hidden and I'm just too dumb to, and ignorant to notice them, or... Also, somehow the sounds remind me of either like a sports hall, like, you know what, those centers where people do sports in separated arenas, but also like arcade without like people talking or like anime girls yelling in the machines. I think this is supposed to be a hospital. Change menu type. I don't think I can. I guess this game is like the dream game of any like completionist. They just want to collect everything there is. I have a flute. Can I join you? Let's see. I've always wanted to like play with others, like play music with others, but I have never had like friends to play with in that sense. Are we doing it? This is really cute. A little moment in the hospital to play together. Okay, let's leave. The type of music it is not like it's not for my ears. I see. This person looks really sad with something stuffed into their mouth. Depending on the thing that's being stuffed, I would be sad too. Maybe it's a flute. Maybe it's like an embodiment of like maybe this is like a trying to signify the sadness of having to go to flute lessons against your own will. I'll change the menu type again. Maybe there is like something we can find, like a different menu type we can find by exploration. But again, I don't think I want to like do a completionist run here per se. Maybe I'd like to just experience the game as much as I wish to, and then like, you know, be content with that. Maybe if I was like offline, listen to maybe like offline in the sense I wasn't streaming, maybe then I would like put like some video essay on the background, or if I was in like a Discord call with people, maybe then I wouldn't mind as much mindlessly walking around, but for streaming, I don't know. Maybe if this was like my favorite game and it like came naturally to like just be like, oh, I want to just move around here forever, maybe then, but I'm here just experiencing a classic. talking of which, I wonder if Scenario Somnia is also a classic game. It gives me the vibes that a lot of people should know it, but I'm not too sure about that. It's another game I don't really know anything about. I remember once like starting it and playing it like 10 minutes and realizing I don't want to play it alone. I feel like I have this problem with a lot of games. I just like, even though I like kind of would be interested to play them and I could get myself to play them some hours, I just like, it just doesn't feel the same if I'm not like yapping over it and like commenting on things aloud. I used to be like, when I was a kid, I used to be one of those very cringe people who like talked to themselves by themselves as if there was an audience. Like about like very normal, like everyday mundane things, like explaining like, I don't know, when I was doing like food, I would like explain it in my head. Hello Fanelera, welcome to the stream. What are you bragging about? What are you bragging about? Have you also done the kind of like, I've been here the entire time, you know? You have been here the entire time? I didn't know that. I didn't know you were here the whole time. How would I have been able to know? If you have sent a message in the past, I have not seen it. This is where we came from, right? Okay, I still want to go south to see. Somehow I always have the tendency to go like northeast. I just have like the kind of urge to always go northeast. Anyway, so I still have that sometimes going on in my head. Like suddenly like this narrating voice goes on in my head. Like I might be like making food and suddenly I just start explaining everything I do inside of my head. When I was a kid, I did it aloud sometimes when I was alone at home. Maybe I lacked sufficient amount of social how do I say, social interaction. Maybe that's what happens when you don't have too many friends to hang out with. You just start narrating things to yourself. I left the comp on to wait for your stream while I was in the hospital with my mother, but I ended up waiting there for hours, and I just came back because I was getting upset from waiting when I shouldn't be there. I hope it's nothing serious in the hospital. I hope it's like nothing urgent. You know? One of my friends has been like they are testing different kinds of medicine to see if any of them work or if some of them work, because the medicine they used to use like stopped working, and they've been to the ER like 2 times and have called the ER like 5 other times within like 2 weeks because the medicine like they were trying, the latest medicine they were trying had such bad side symptoms. They were unable to like manage it at all. It's been like it's been kind of saddening to follow from the sideline. Funny thing is that it really wasn't in the series. Well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm relieved to hear that. Okay, so this is like some this kind of remind me of those advertisement screens you can see around in cities, right? But these look like ancient hockey player paintings, you know? If like, I don't know, somewhere in South America they were like some 1,000 years ago, if they were playing hockey, and then they made like illustrations of drawings or whatever out of the players. I don't know. I'm really curious. I really like the atmosphere in this place, or the background sounds. What do we want to be? I think I pawn. Oh yeah, let's be an eye palm. I like this. At least I'm here in my computer with Monica accompanying me. Hydration time. You have DDLC open? You're spending time with your precious Monica? Yeah. And I've been lucky in that sense that I haven't had too many reasons to be in hospitals, really. Like, there was a time when I broke my arm, but otherwise, like, I've had the usual, like, blood checks, you know, at the lab to see if my vitamin levels are too, like, bad or not, and general stuff like that. But nothing serious. And now I'm going to a surgery after a long time, next month, to fix my sinuses. I think I have the option to choose to go for anesthesia instead of local anesthesia, like, you know, that I fall asleep. Which I kind of maybe, I haven't really decided yet, because in a way it would be really fascinating to see the surgery, because I think they would be able to show it on a screen to me. And I'd be really interested. I like watching surgery videos before going to bed. Don't ask why, I don't understand it myself either. They're so freaking fascinating. Like, for example, this one time I was watching like heart surgery. Like very invasive heart surgery thing. They were like, they were adding like, they were replacing some of the, how do you call them? Veins around the heart and stuff like that. Like they sew open the chest bones in the torso area and all. It was like, it was crazy to see. I had never seen anything like that before, because I hadn't come across with it before. But like, surgery videos are so cool. So in a sense it would be interesting, but at the same time, when it happens to you and everything, maybe it would be hard. And then I don't know if I could keep my face from twitching by accident. Like, that is one thing. Like, what if I move by accident and then something goes wrong because of that? And at the same time, it would be probably kind of funny for my partner to come pick me up. And then if I was waking up from anesthesia, it would be fun to see if I spout some kind of nonsense. Mod a DDLC where Monica is your virtual companion, so I have the game quarantine open. Okay, that sounds good. I suppose. Enjoy your waifu. Holy moly. Yeah, I hope I can still like make the decision over the options over local anesthesia or general anesthesia when it comes to the surgery. There's still a little bit of time. Oh, there's blood here. Okay, we finally found something in this place. Okay, a blob. Long hair? Is that long hair? Okay. That's adorable though. An adorable little blob of long hair. I mean, it makes me think, like, when it's hair and mouth combined, it makes me think of like that condition where people eat compulsively their hair, right? It makes me think of that, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just a monster and it's not that deep. I just noticed I have 26 hours played from having the game open. Certified gooner? Question mark. You do play with one hand? No judgment, no judgment. Oh man. It's been interesting to like see the hours I have spent Wuthering Waves to build up, you know? I haven't got that many games I have spent, like, you know, over 400 years on. Like, Sims 4 is one of the games I have spent an enormous amount playing a few times. Like, I open it and then I get like sucked into it, and then and then time goes by, and then some years I remember things again, and I re-download it, and I get sucked into it again. You know, that's kind of like a loop, and then I have a lot of hours built there, like with all the mods and all, you know. VTube Studio is actually maybe my most, like, when it comes to playtime, VTube Studio is probably my #1 application on Steam. It has like maybe 1,100 hours by now, which I wonder, have I really spent over the 1,000 hours of my life streaming during these past 3 years? Including like half year hired, like 1 year of hiatus in total. I have lost the door, by the way. I have no idea where we are. But it's like, I think it's kind of funny. Like with my friends, they have like, I don't know, my partner plays Victoria 3 and has like 1,000 hours on that or something, 1,400 or something. And then my other friend has like, I don't know, some boat game and has like thousands of hours in that. And some other friends have like League, many thousand hours on League or Overwatch or Phasmo or something. But myself, like, I play a lot of like singular games, and I play them like once or twice. Like for example, Witcher 3 I played twice. I have like 200 something hours in it, maybe. I might be overestimating it, but I haven't had that many games I have like devoted myself to. But except for Genshin Impact, when I played it, I think like if I was to use Wuthering Waves as a comparison, maybe I had like a total of 300 hours in it or something. That's not really much for a gacha game, right? Of Genshin's kind, like, type. On Wuthering Waves I have like maybe 240 hours. BRB, I'm gonna make myself a burger. Go make yourself a burger. Who said Genshin Impact? Go make your burger! We are not talking about Genshin Impact here. And just stay with your... stay with Monica and talk, nothing more. Yeah, nothing more. Of course, nothing more. What the heck is this? Is that oh, we are in the sewers. Huh. Let's go to the west, just to make things more interesting. Not always going to the east, you know? Let's not let the east pull us away. Okay. Where the fuck are we? You know what, like after experiencing my dream last night, I think this game actually captures the feeling of dreams really well. They're so fucking weird. What is that? Squiggly. Anything else in here? Okie dokie. Is that graffiti or is it a creature? I can't interact with it, so I suppose it's graffiti. It's a very interesting design, I gotta say. Can I go somewhere from here? No. The water does not look fresh. It does not look like this much alive, except for fungus and algae or something. Which is very much alive in itself like that, but you know, I don't think there's many fishies or froggies or birds there. No? Maybe a few slugs, possibly. Should we wash our hands? Actually, yeah, actually hands. We have 3 hands. Our head is a hand. What happens if we go here? And then here. Ooh, scary, isn't that? So scary. Okay, that's kind of ominous. What are you doing here? A creepy guy. These are cool designs, by the way. These like monster designs. I still stand behind my what I said last time, that... No, actually, I didn't say it about Yume Nikki. What I think Yume Nikki creature character designs could really fit Magic the Gathering card deck. Maybe I should make my custom like arts from like inspired or based on like these games I have played. Okay, what do you guys think I should do? Should I walk into the mouth or not? I kind of feel like walking into the mouth. Although, also, this kind of reminds me of a scene from Moomin. It's a very scary scene. It did not go like this, but it was scary. What the fuck is happening? Hello, meditating dude. Head rolling around. Spinning around. Nothing else? Okay, cool. I wonder what this would be like to play when, like, under substances, you know? Like, I'm sober. But this is taking me to places. This place I like. Have we been here before? I think we may have been here before. Let's have the lamp head to fit the surroundings. Oh, look at that little squeaky, squishy, squishy guy there. A little haphazard but happy looking anyway. No thoughts, not that many thoughts formed in that head, I suppose. Okay. This place also reminds me of an area, I think, in Omori. I might be wrong, but I think in Omori there's like a place where you walk like on these kind of wooden roads above water. Although I think a lot of games have them, but the image in my head is from Omori, I think. Look at that little snake, that's so cute. I love that. That's adorable. Okay, I want to get there. I want to get to that side. I want to see what's underground, which is kind of crazy that there's like stairs going down. But then again, this is a dream world. So it does make sense. It does make sense for us to be able to go like that. What if our head is no, not this. What if our head is eyeball? No, we can't grab anything. Okay, let's go downstairs. Oh, it's the sewers again. Let's just peek through the windows to see the denizens. Yo, I'm back, fella. Welcome back, fella. I made my burger now. I love the idea of burgers. I kind of crave a burger myself now. What do you usually like put into your burger? Is this like the usual basic, you know, ketchup, mayonnaise? Is the spice basic? I don't know, but like ketchup, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes. Do you use pickles? I don't like pickles that much. Like in the past, I would order my burgers without pickles, or I would then pick them out. Nowadays, I can stand pickles somewhat, depending on the burger. If they're like very thick slices of pickles, I might take them off. If it's just a few like pathetic slices, then it's like I don't mind it. Let's see. I just made the classic whoop. I mean a cheeseburger. Oh, you had like cheese there. Oh yeah, right. I forgot that burgers have cheese. You see, I can't afford burgers, so I don't remember what's inside of a burger. My budget, like, go-to burger is to like use, if I have rye bread, then that, and like the cheapest, like vegan patties from like the frozen section, and then I put some ketchup, I put the patty there, and then if I have tomato or lettuce, I put that there. But otherwise, like, that's that, because the ingredients for a proper, delicious, amazing burger are expensive, right? If you want a good quality big burger, it's gonna cost some money. I've been kind of thinking, I'm gonna take my partner out on a date in a month or so, I've been kind of thinking what to do with the food thing because I don't have that much money. And I was thinking, would it be kind of funny to just take us to a student, like a cafeteria? But then again, we all often go to like student cafeterias to eat anyway, so maybe it would be a little too cheap. But there aren't that many like affordable options to go out to eat. Like if it was just paying for myself. But even then, like, it feels so bad to pay like even 10 euros on food. I feel like maybe I'll just make something myself. But at the same time, it'd be so nice to like, we would first go to a museum and then to a restaurant. By the way, my partner, if you're listening to this, to mute my stream, please. don't spoil yourself. Anyway, but it's been like, I don't know. I wish I have more money. 2 burgers, cheese, and a bit of ketchup. That sounds very good. Sometimes cheap places have the best food. That is true, though. I think cheap places have the best food. Yeah, I wonder just like what that means because you know Finland. I don't know about your like where you're from, how it is to go to a restaurant, but Finland restaurant prices are insane. It is actually insane. Maybe like maybe a Chinese restaurant. Sometimes they have like pretty cheap fried rice or something. But I don't know. There's a famous restaurant near where I live. Their food is amazing and the prices are very affordable. That sounds amazing. That sounds really good. There's like a McDonald's or something, but I don't really want to eat there, you know? I wonder. Maybe I'll check the Chinese restaurants around. Maybe some of them have like 10 euro menus or something. Finland money create goes insane. It is insane. Like, we were trying to eat lunch somewhere else than a student cafeteria with my partner. And they were able to find like the cheapest option we found was, it was a very nice place. It was like the small like Thai food, like a how do you say, buffet kind of thing. They had like 4 different options or 5 different options and rice and stuff. And so we went there and it was like, I think it was maybe 12 euros, 13 euros. That was like the cheapest you can get if you look for like a lunch during lunch hours. Otherwise it's like, you know, that you're gonna expect the like the food or the menu to be like around 14 euros. I'd say probably. I mean, you can still find like 10 euro pizzas from here and there, but you know, like generally it's really expensive to go to a restaurant. And if I only went like paid for myself, I could maybe be able to handle it, but faceless ghost. What does this mean? But when it's like peg for 2, it's horrible. If you want a place to live in where restaurants and bars are expensive and some nice place to visit, move to Spain. Does Spain have affordable restaurants? Is it something you do? Like, do you often go eat out in Spain? Do you have like restaurant culture there where you often go to eat outside? Japan had affordable places. Although vegan food was more expensive. Usually the vegan restaurants in Japan were, at least when I was there, they were like a little bit, they were closer to Finland prices. Probably Southeast Asia would be nice when it comes to like eating out. You know, when it comes to like prices, especially if you come from EU country, because you know I think like euro is pretty strong currency at the moment still. We have tons of different bars to go at any place. It's not like you have to go far to. Okay, but when do your bars and restaurants close? Because in Finland everything closes like around 1 or 2 a.m. Like there's few lousy like nightclubs or bars here and there, very scarcely, that are open until 4. But like a lot of places like close really early, in the sense like if you want to go out for the night, the night ends. The shitty thing too is like public transportation stops running for a few hours, and that's during the time when the bars close. If you're a customer, that's not that big of a deal because you can leave earlier. But I used to work in a nightclub, and when you're staff and you leave your work during the hours when there's no public transportation, you have to loiter around for 3 hours in a dead city. It's kind of sad. Most of them open and close at similar times. You can go to a bar at 9 in the morning and stay there until 12. Most weekends even later. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, Japan was just so great. If you missed the last train, you could just go to a karaoke or arcade, or I don't know. There were places that were open and places to be. Internet cafes. Man, I miss internet cafes. Traveling was so affordable when you stayed in internet cafes. Like I wish I don't ever have to stay in a hotel in Finland. Because apparently the prices are fucking high. I don't know, like they like in one city, I think I read an article that they like opened an alternative to the local hotels, so that when people come to festivals they have an affordable place to stay at, and it's like capsule hotel, right? Those are still like 40 euros a night. Japan may be great, but I heard veggies there are very expensive. My experience was not that. I saved money. I did not save money staying in Japan because I didn't work when I was in Japan. But like my daily costs were much lower than in Finland. So I guess it kind of depends on which vegetables we are talking about. It depends on what season we are talking about and what we are comparing it to. Like potatoes, sure, they were more expensive in Japan, but at the same time I was able to I just didn't eat potatoes when I was in Japan. I was able to eat very healthy diet, like a lot of veggies and protein and stuff like that, for very affordable prices in Japan when I cooked myself. I made my food myself. Compared to when I came back to Finland, it's been for the same amount of money, it's less ingredients to work with. I don't think it's full of anime waifus, especially if you go to important cities. It'd honestly be awkward if I had to eat along with a waifu cardboard cutout every time I went out. I think it's a kind of an exaggeration. I don't know if you have been to Japan, and if you have, in which areas. I lived in residential areas and it wasn't really like that. Of course, when you go to the night hubs in like Osaka's Dotonbori areas and stuff like that, of course that's gonna be full of all kinds of stuff. But if you're in the residential areas or in the more quiet parts of the city, it's not like that. It's not like there's waifus everywhere, man. Small areas out of the core of the cities are not. But I'd say I think, for example, if you think about Osaka city, the areas which are full of anime related things, or avenues with maid cafes or host bars and stuff like that. It's like it's not that like it's not that large of an area actually. And it's not like every time they use anime style to draw a mascot or use like, for example, I don't remember if Hankyu had the train line, Hankyu. I don't think if they had. I think it was Osaka monorail. The monorail in Osaka, they had like anime styled like female worker as like kind of like a mascot, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. It is just a way of drawing, and it has formed into the style it is now, and it's like not everything is like the kind of screaming waifu stuff, you know. Another reason why I don't want to live in Japan is that I don't like big crowds. If I had to work in a big city, I'd want to quit within week. Yeah, that is something you would have to get used to, yeah. If you lived in a big city. But then again, if you live in a smaller city, then it's not gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be like that much worse. Like when I have been to like Barcelona, I was kind of anxious. I was there for only a few days, but it was so big. I felt so anxious. It was like, I remember we went to like one of the famous parks that like is a little higher, so you can see like to the sea from there over the city. I was just terrified at the amount of urban area I could see. Like there was no end to it. And I was kind of worried about that when I moved to Japan, that I would become anxious because of the amount of people and the amount of like just the size of the cities. But actually, I lived in northern part of Osaka Prefecture, and I was constantly able to see where the city ended, and because a lot of the buildings are like at max like 2-3 stories, it doesn't feel as suffocating to me, even though it's more densely like built. I don't know. It's odd. I don't know how to explain it, but I felt like, of course, when you go to the very center of like Osaka city, it's a different thing. There's a lot of people there. There's a huge crowd, especially during festivals. But like, I didn't feel the same amount of anxiety I have felt in a lot of European big cities, like for example London or Berlin or I don't think actually a little bit in Lisbon too, because the buildings were so high, like tall, and like it made me feel a little like claustrophobic, is that the word? It always gets very crowded, but I don't mind because the experience is worth it. I stand crowds where I live because where I live we have a religious tradition that tells the story of Jesus's crucifixion within 1 week. What? What? I can stand crowds where I live because where I live we have... Oh, like you reduced it because you have like a big tradition event, like Christian event going on where there's crowds. I don't understand. Semana Santa, what the heck? I have never heard of that before. Yeah. I don't think there is much to find from where we are currently, so I'd suggest we get up from the sewers and maybe explore another location. You can see it if you're curious. Yeah, I think if I googled it, I might recognize it, because or maybe not, but maybe yes, I don't know. Semana Santa. Maybe I have heard of it. Semana Santa. Oh, maybe I have heard of it. Semana Santa. 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 Semana Yeah. I have seen pictures of this hydration time. I have seen pictures of this, but I don't know like anything about it. If I am like completely honest, Christian events are not like my top one interests, you know. So I don't follow them that keenly. But that seems really cool. Let's see. When I still lived in before I moved to Japan, there were areas in Helsinki I thought were very crowded. But after coming back from Japan, even now, it's been over a year now since I came back, I still can't get used to how quiet it is everywhere. Like, it's really interesting how profound effect living in Japan had on me when it comes to like handling crowds and people in like places. Like the most like the crowdiest areas in Helsinki now, I'm like, is it like special like a holiday or where are the people? Like I remember the first Monday after coming back to Finland, and I live in one of the most like busiest places in Helsinki. I sent messages to my friends like, hey, isn't it supposed to be a normal workday? Where are everyone? Like, where is everybody? I don't see anyone here. It's so quiet. Was it always this quiet? And they were like, no, it's a normal day. There's nothing going on. I'm like, what do you mean? There's no one. There's no one nowhere. It's like, and then it's funny to read like newspaper articles where they're like, yeah, these areas have such big problems. There's so many people on the streets, and I'm like, I don't see them. Where are they? Are we on the same server? Am I on a different server? Like, is there some Helsinki #1 server I have not heard of where everyone is like online or something? Like, honestly, I'm like, where are everybody? It's so quiet. It's so dead. All the restaurants, there's no one ever inside. All the shops and stores, there's no one inside. All the streets, no one inside. It's busy weekend supposedly, not that many people around. It's been a year and I should be getting more used to it, but I am not. I'm like, I go to a subway station, I'm like, there's no one here. How can we afford to keep these stations here if there's no people using them? I like, you know, I have these kind of thoughts because I still have so many difficulties processing the lack of people we have here, or the scarcity of people, you know? So you have an idea for how long we've been doing this tradition? I have no idea, but probably like many centuries. I'd guess you've had the tradition since Middle Ages. That's my guess. Early Middle Ages. Actually, I don't know. I don't remember much about like the history of religion in Spain. Like, if I remember correctly, the Ottoman Empire reached even Spain at some point, so was the majority at some point like Islamic, or some people Islamic in Spain at some point? I don't remember. I have been kind of neglecting European history for a while because in general, history books and history tends to be very Eurocentric, or like if you look at any kind of world history books, a lot of them just center around Europe. So I've been kind of growing tired of that, so I just avoid European history altogether. Maybe it's because it's too close. It's too close to me. I would have got like Nuke further away, you know. Summary story of Spain. A lot of people came and lived here long. Summarized story of Finland. A few people came and lived here. Oh, who's that? I like this snow woman. That's cute. Can we turn into a small little snow woman? We can turn into a big snow woman. This is so cute. I kind of want to be small like that, and also like go like jiggly like that, but I guess we can't get those jiggle physics. Okay, cool. This door has opened opened more worlds to us than I initially expected. And where's the snowman, bro? Yeah, exactly. Where's the snowman? Let me drink a little bit. I didn't have the time to make food before the stream, so I'm hoping that the hot chocolate will fill me up enough to last another hour. I'm so bad at managing food. Honestly, why is food and everything related to food so fucking difficult? Honestly, like, first of all, eating is boring. Eating is labors. Eating makes my jaws numb. and my stomach has become more and more sensitive to bigger volumes or dense foods. Like, it is increasingly difficult for me to eat. I feel like every week, like, the difficulty level of eating just increases a tiny notch. It takes me forever to eat, and I don't like the food too warm, but then it gets kind of cold, and it's kind of fine, but then it kind of loses some of its flavor. And then making food is annoying, and oftentimes it goes like I put water to boil, I forget about it, then I re-remember it, then I put the pasta in, and then the pasta like overboils or is overcooked because I go back to my PC because I just can't manage to keep my attention in the food. It's really annoying. Everything related to food is so annoying, and so that has led recently to the development of I just forget and I'm too tired to make food, and so I find myself really hungry, but I haven't eaten because it's too much work. You know, every aspect of food is just so much work. It's so annoying. It can make your mouth numb if you eat hard things, otherwise it's okay. Yeah, but even like some soft things are like making my like jaws hurt. In general, like during high school, some years ago, not some years, I don't even remember how many years ago this was. It's been a long lasting problem, but during high school I developed like a really tight jaw. Don't take that in the wrong way. What I mean is like the muscles around my throat and my neck just became so jammed that talking was numbing. Like sometimes I was physically too tired to talk because it was so bad, and I went to get a massage a few times just for the jaws, and the person was like, I don't know if this can be ever like solved. This is pretty bad situation. Ever since then it has like, I have tried to do stretches and sometimes like massage the muscles and joints around the areas, and that has helped, but it still happens. Like a lot of the times when I, for example, stream visual novel games or streams where I like talk a lot, somehow like producing sounds of English language make it worse. But I feel like my throat getting more and more strained and numb, and it becomes straining to speak it still, and it happens with food. Still, it's not as bad as back then. It's been like I've been working on it slowly and steadily, but it is still something I struggle with. Back then it was really bad though, and also like my muscles during high school, especially around the time I graduated, I had such bad muscle, like my muscles were so like I guess stiff and strained that I had these really bad headaches where I would lose my vision for a moment. Like, I would be walking to school and suddenly I would be hit with this horrible headache and I wouldn't see for a while and I would just stand there waiting for it to pass. It was really bad. Some cases eating soft things can make you numb if you have to chew for so long, like chewing gums. Yeah, chewing is so annoying. Maybe I should start eating soups more. But it's like, that's kind of expensive because then it's not like that calorie dense. So you have to make a lot of it, and then that's gonna cost a lot of money in ingredients, right? And then you have to eat a lot of it, and then your stomach becomes like, starts feeling weird when it's full of like liquids, but it's not really like that filling in a sense, and it becomes this weird thing. I don't know. Yume Nikki walking simulator. It is kind of we are just walking and experiencing things and yapping. The stream started with me not being able to yap that much, but here we go. Now I don't have a problem to yap anymore. Earthbound, Undertale's fate, I mean fight against goofy aliens? Undertale's fault. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't understand your comment. Is this us sleeping? That's kind of cute. I remember when I was a kid, we tried to build an igloo and all kinds of like snow fortresses with my friends a few winters. We never managed to finish the roofs to most of the snow fortresses and igloos and stuff. We didn't manage to finish the roofs because we were getting bored. It took so much time, but sometimes we did manage it. Then I would read like newspaper articles about people, like kids dying because their snow fortresses collapsed over them, and I wondered if that would happen to me, and I became a little bit more anxious about like entering snow fortresses from then on. You know the song that plays when you fight suns in the Genocide Road? Has its origins in a hack room from Earthbound. I didn't know that. I have not played the Genocide Route. I have only played Undertale once, and I tried as pacifist run as possible, but I did unfortunately kill Mom, the very first person in the beginning of the game, because I didn't know how to save her. And one day I will be probably streaming a true pacifist run. We are gonna find a way not to murder Mom, you know? I don't think I have the heart in me to commit a genocide on Undertale, honestly. Every time I try to do an evil run on any game, I just start feeling bad. It's like, I just feel bad, I can't do it. Maybe if I was drunk, but even then I would also maybe start feeling sad, and then I would become sad drunk, just like feeling bad about myself, killing innocent pixelated creatures. And rightly, there's a secret song called Song that might play when you fight suns in Undertale's files. Oh, that's fun. It's always fun when people like go around snooping is that the word? Snooping? I don't know, sniffing around the game files of games they play, and then they find like interesting things from there. Like sometimes there's like files that have been named with very odd and weird things, or sometimes there's like leaks of like incoming like events or I don't know, additions to the game or something like that. Like I remember when I was a kid, there was this one game I was playing with my friend, and then like a lot of people were waiting for like a few updates. They had been wishing them to be like made on the game, and and also some areas hadn't been opened, and it was years and years, and for years there were like existing files for those like additions to the game, but it took like maybe a decade for them actually to add them to the game, and by that point a lot of people had quit. It's basically the chill song that sounds when you first meet him in Snowdin's entrance, but with fight style. That sounds really cool. Honestly, I really like a lot of the bits of Undertale's soundtrack. I was listening to like this, I don't know if it was my own playlist on Spotify or if it was one of those ones they generate for you. But there were like few Undertale songs that surprised me when I heard them. I think that was my own. Yeah, I think it was my own playlist. I have like this, it started as a lo-fi playlist for studying, and then it has turned into like this general 8-hour long kind of lo-fi but not quite playlist. And yeah, I think I added a few Undertale songs there, or tracks. I don't remember which ones, I don't remember names, but I like instantly recognized. If you want to hear the first versions of Megalovania, I can tell you the name in YouTube. Sure, you can. I won't be listening to it right now, but you can. Oh my god, my keyboard, bro. Is it fighting against you? Is it fighting back? I should seriously clean my keyboard. It's filthy. It's filthy. I think I talked about this on another stream also, but there was this one day I woke up and I opened my phone to browse through YouTube, and the first shot I watched was a person asking if I had cleaned, when was the last time I cleaned my keyboard. And then it was calling me a filthy animal and whatnot, and I couldn't disagree. I couldn't fight back the accusations because honestly, my current keyboard, I have never cleaned it. Like I have, but not in the sense that I would take the keys out. I have just like I have used like one of those cotton-headed sticks to like clean between the keys a few times. Sometimes I've shaken the keyboard to get some of the crap out, but I haven't ever taken the keys actually out to clean between them and clean the keys properly because, yeah, it's fucking filthy. Like, ever since watching that video, I've been looking at my keyboard every fucking day. Every time I see my keyboard, I look in between the keys and I'm like, oh my god, that's so disgusting. It's basically type Earthbound Megalovania, and you'll just click at the video with an orange thingy with the name Earthbound in the middle. Okay, coolio. I'll check it out if it comes to mind later. Right now I'm trying to find if there's anywhere the area could take us to, but I don't think there is. I really like the color palette of this world, but it's kind of annoying how slowly we are walking. Hello, Bonnie. Keyboard caked in gamer gunk. But honestly, I'm one of those gross people who does everything on their desk. Like, I have developed bad habits since I have gained early independence. Like, I have been eating alone since I was fucking, I don't know, 5th grader. 5th or 6th grader. Since then I have been eating all my meals on my, like, PC. Like, you know, over my keyboard. Not over, in front of the keyboard, but anyway, like, everything. Soups, ramen, I don't know, potatoes, pasta, everything. And there's like, of course the food is gonna splash a little bit. Sometimes I have like some tea has gotten on them, probably some candy. Then there's the dead skin. I also cut my fingernails while watching videos, so there's probably some fingernails there too. There's dust particles, I don't know, dried spit, other liquids. Who knows? Who fucking knows what's in there? It's a fucking microbiome at this point, I suppose. I just ate a burger in front of my computer, yeah. You also eating, okay, I don't feel that bad about myself then. It gets on your monitor too. Oh yeah, there's a few stains on my other monitor. I don't know if I have wiped them off or not, but maybe I should do like, maybe I should dedicate one day to just like cleaning my PC and finally oiling one of my fans. It has not worked for a year. Like sometimes it moves, but it's like, it's stiff, and I should just open it and put some oil inside and see if that works. I wouldn't want to buy a new PC fan if that could do the trick. Apparently in some Lidl's, like little stores, or in some cheaper stores, they do sell like general like oil you can like spray on your like device device parts, I don't know, fucking on your fan. I do gotta say though, the nastiest thing is not even my keyboard. Except for like the WASD keys that sometimes get like really yucky. My controller. I remember there was this one day, I was like sitting down to play something. This was like maybe 4 years ago. 3 years ago, I don't remember. But I just looked at my keyboard, and my controller, and I was like, has the plastic worn out, or what are these lines at the sides of it? And then I wiped it and realized that it comes off, and I realized that it's just like oil and grease and sweat from my hands that has like accumulated into like these lines on the control, into these straps. Can I pinch my cheek? Can I pinch my cheek? How do I? Is it by pressing 9? There we go. And I felt so gross. I had been holding the controller for many years. The dirt just but my controller is fucking old, okay? How's your mouse? My mouse is actually fine. I got a new mouse this year, so it's not that bad. My previous mouse, that one I did have to clean quite a lot. It also got the yucky lines and accumulated the gross substances. It was like it has been yucky. But then my mouse stopped working, so I had to buy a new one. And honestly, it was pretty difficult for me to adjust because my previous mouse was very heavy. And I like feeling a heavy mouse under my hand. Wait, that sounds wrong. Moving on. I like it to have a little bit of weight to it, right? To move it around. But this one is very, very, very light. It's like airy. It's very light, and I had a lot of difficulties to adjust it. Nowadays I'm more used to it, but I still prefer heavier mouses. My previous one, like at first it double clicked when it wasn't supposed to double click and stuff like that. There were like probably some problems there, and then it just stopped working. It just when I plugged it in, it just stopped working. So that's that. Okay. What rooms have we not been to yet? I think we went here last time. So now we go here, right? Wait, we were here. Let's walk around a little bit. A lot of older gamer mice had like weights. Yeah! It was an older gamer mice. It was like 9 years old. And I thought that was normal. I was like really proud that I had like a mouse, and I was hoping it would last at least like 14 years. But apparently when I talked about it, like when people asked how old the mouse was, and I was like, oh, it's 9 years around 9 years old mouse, they were like, that's fucking old. And I'm like, why is that a problem? Like, if it works, then why should I change it? Like, devices should be built to last, right? Like, they use expensive and rare materials. children are in the fucking mines mining them. We should treat our devices well, says the person who doesn't clean them, but you know, we should take care for them to last, right? We should build them to last. I was reading a comment, but maybe I'll first focus on saying what I was saying first. But apparently 9 years old mouse is old, according to some people. My other monitor is probably from 2010 or 2009. So that's like 15, 16 years old by now, maybe even more. My other monitor I bought used, so I don't know how old it is, but it's probably also around like 5, 6, 7 years old. My current PC I built in 2021, so now it's getting around 4 years old. I have not changed any parts inside of it. Maybe I should change my CPU fan. My keyboard I had to buy when I changed to my current PC because the old one had two outdated plugins. My webcam is probably from around like 2009 to, or maybe even earlier, so also like 15 years old. That one I have been considering changing because, you know, I don't think it would be that hard to find a little bit better webcams for affordable prices used, you know, at this point when it's so old. Well, to see someone playing Yume Nikki though. Yeah, I haven't seen other people playing this. I haven't heard of this game before playing it myself. When I was a kid, I thought that mouse pads were for actual mouses, like for real mouse. Aww, that's adorable. I have seen like videos of like rats getting jealous of like computer mouses. Like when a human would be like on their computer, they would like snuggle under the hand and push them like a mouse away, and I think that's like fucking adorable. I've been watching a lot of mouse videos lately, of like all kind of, not mouse, rats videos. Those are different animals. A lot of rats videos lately. They're so cute, chaos potatoes. They're so cute. Your old keyboard had that circle plug, right? I remember you talking about. Yeah, it had that. I still have the key. I haven't had the heart to throw it out. I still have it in the how do you call it? Like in the storage. I really loved that keyboard. The feel of it was just excellent. I really liked that keyboard. I had no other reason to change away from that except for the plugin being... I actually considered even buying like, what do you call it, like an adapter, but at that point, like, when my friend like, just like, okay, let's just buy a new keyboard at this point, but honestly, I really liked that keyboard. Wasn't that circle plug awful? Like, it came out of an innovation and ended up failing instantly? I mean, the keyboard works, so I don't know. I never had any problems with it. Rats are adorable when their eyes vibrate from happiness when being pet. Yeah, when I first saw their boggling eyes, I admit I was feeling slightly disturbed. But since then, I have seen so many videos of rats being happy that I've grown used to it. It's no longer that gross to me. It's still a little freaky concept, but it is cute. Like when I saw it, like showed it to my partner, when my partner saw like rat eyes like vibrating for the first time, they had to turn away. They were like, oh. But I also did show like kind of like hardcore eye boggling in that video too. It wasn't like maybe the most like beginner friendly rat boggling video, I suppose. But honestly, I would love to have maybe at some point some like rats. It would be so lovely. They're just so cute, adorable, chaotic. It would be lovely to do like arts and crafts projects to create them toys and mansions and fortresses to explore and see them snuggling. And their ears are so cute and round. It's adorable. It's a PS/2 port. It's just how keyboard and mouse will connect or USB. Yeah. Hydration time. It's just a shame how short their lives are. You get attached, you know, and they aren't around long. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's aspects to it. Like, as like cruel it sounds, in a way, it's like it's part of the appeal, the short lifespans, in the sense that life is unpredictable, and like committing to a, like, for example, a healthy cat that could live 20 years. A rat is much easier in that sense, even though it's gonna be awful when they pass away. It's maybe a more approachable option for a furry family member than, for example, a cat. As horrible as it sounds, like, yeah. As horrible as it sounds, there is that aspect to it. Of course, it's horrible when you get attached, and if your life situation is stable and predictable, and you know what you want to do and where life is going and stuff like that, it's a different case. But like in my life situation right now, the idea of like of an animal in general is like it's not a good idea at all. But eventually, like, I would like to adopt maybe some kind of animal. I have been thinking of, like, at one point I was thinking of as a solution, like adopting like seniors. You know, there's senior dogs that don't get like homes as easy as puppies or senior cats. That would like make it a little shorter commitment, in the sense that they are already a little bit older, and then you can like if it's more easy to predict life, for example, like 5 years ahead, and then you like give home to like a 7-year-old senior dog. It might be a little more approachable option. Also, it's lovely to give a senior a home, and sometimes they're more calm, and you know what you're getting because, you know, it has developed a personality, you know. Senior animals are just adorable. Love them. I getcha. Old greyhounds, maybe race hounds. Yeah! Oh my god, they're so adorable. There's this channel on YouTube. This person has like 3 dogs. 2 of them are Borzois, called Marcy and Abby, and then one silken something hound, Chloe. They're adorable. They're so cute. I fucking love their long little snoots. They become so flat when they're lying on their sides. They have fluffy little butts and amazing fluffy tails and cute ass fucking ears. Oh, I love them. We actually, when I was a kid, when I was a really young kid, my parents did, when they were still together, they were considering getting like Irish wolfhound. We had a Belgian Malinois. Malinois, I don't know how you pronounce it in English, but Belgian Malinois. I grew up with that kind of dog. And when he was getting a little older, we were thinking of getting him a friend, but then then my parents got divorced, so those talks went away. It would have been amazing though. Like, I sometimes go and watch like videos of Irish wolfhounds, and they are such lovable, huggable, snuggable little horses with long snoots. This guy's gonna kill us. Can we get in? Can we join? Let me join. Let me join the fun. Let me come with you. Let me join. No, let me have an onigiri. Let me have an onigiri. No. I can just watch from the sidelines. Yes, sad faces on the boxes for a reason. They don't allow us to join them. That's horrible. That's so cruel. Why be so exclusive, huh? It's much more fun when there's more. It's the more the merrier, right? That's how it said. That's how it goes. Say the more the merrier. You could try them. You like birds more. That's fine. That's completely valid. Valid opinion. I would love to. Like I often watch videos of pet pigeons. Oh my god, pigeons. Their little sounds and their mannerisms and their soft fluffy feathers. If I dared to dream, I dream of one day having a pet pigeon. It's a dream that probably will never come to fruition, but not all dreams are meant to be enacted, right? It's like one of those daydreams. I imagine myself living a life where I could have a pet pigeon. That would be amazing. Are you small dead bushes blocking your path? It's too bad your brain doesn't have enough IQ to go past it. Fuck off. My brain is competent. Okay? It's working just as it should be. Another dream is I would have like X racing, like X like riding stable horses that I would take to like a senior home, or if they don't adjust well to the environment, I would like to rescue them from the environment and just like have them be in like on a field and do like some groundwork with them and just hug and snuggle them. But that's like way too fucking expensive. I fucking love horses. Let's just look at those things in the ground. Yeah, they are small, but look at this person. It's not my fault she's incapable of hopping over them. You know, it's not my fault. Hate the game, not the player, right? Hate the game, not the player. Anyway, we got somewhere. Hello, dude. You drinking? You vibing? You doing manual labor? Can we swim? No. These green things were things keeping you from going to the party, and the character could have just went over it, lol. Are you serious? Really? I don't think that's true though. I tried every part. I really tried to get past them. I really tried, okay. The green. See? I'm trying to get past this and they just block my way. See? It's not me, it's the game. Seriously, it's not me, it's the game. See? No, just can't, cause that's what the game wants you to think. The game wants me to think I can't. No, I know for a fact that I can't. Unless I have a mod that allows me to go through. Or maybe if I turn into a vine, maybe then I'd be able to. But I don't know how I could do that. I don't know if there's a form of being that these vines would let go through. Let's see. Nope. It's like the programming in Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics heads, that their made to not go to the safe rooms or to leave the restaurant. I have not played Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's been like maybe 10 years since I last watched a play, like a stream or gameplay of it. So I unfortunately don't understand. See, we can't move past this. You're trying to trick me. You're trying to make me think I'm dumber than I actually am. Well, I know I have astonishing high IQ. It's like you could open the door, but you can't because that's what they made you for. That's what I mean. Ah. They made me to become unable to go over the vines. Yeah, that's some metagaming right there. Metagaming. Too bad it doesn't apply to concrete acts inside of the game. My bladder is gonna burst, so I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. BRB. Okie dokie, I'm back. Welcome to stream, Miles. I am not dead, I was in the toilet. Don't think if you knew, but my complete username is actually error character not found. But it's much easier to just put fatal error. I would not be able to know that if it's not written there. I don't have the cosmic abilities to see beyond usernames, like what is behind them. If I did, I think I would be much more valuable of a person. Oh, we bring snow with us when we are this character. Okay, that's cool. Do you guys think there's more to explore in this area? I don't know. I don't know if there is a way to get to the party. Usually there's been like, I don't know, some kind of doors or gates or nooks or crannies through which we could explore some other world, but haven't found that yet. Pokemon games be like double dot and no continuation for that. Okay. Yume Nikki feels like the typical Backrooms game, but in 8 bits. I have never played Backrooms games. By Backrooms games, do you refer to like those like Roblox? I don't know. I don't play I don't know. Does Backroom game mean Roblox game? Is that what the kids play nowadays? The things the kids play? Backrooms? I don't know. I'm sorry, I feel like every reference people in the comments make, I just don't get it. Bro, just explore and walk around like this. Okay. Bro, we need to get you to 1 million subscribers. Why? Also, I'm non-binary, but yeah. Why 1 million subscribers? I think this is just enough. This is just what I deserve right now. This is 1 With the quality of my streams, I think where we stand right now is quite appropriate. I don't mean those back rooms. Is there a difference between Roblox back rooms and back rooms? I feel like my brain is not streamer brain enough to understand any. Like I'm a low-key gamer. I'm a gamer in the periphery of gaming, okay? I have made the bad mistake to start streaming without having the proper hardware nor software for this, I suppose. Backroom games out of Roblox are much more well made. Are you saying this game is bad? I think this gameplay is insane. Look at this environment. I think this is top-notch experience. I know a Backrooms Roblox game with over 100 levels, but most of them are very easy. Okay. I think Roblox is a concept, a thing. Yes, a thing. I don't want to familiarize myself too closely with, okay? I feel like everything I've heard and seen of Roblox, which is not much, is just dubious. Too dubious to me. Too weird. Too sussy, and it's kind of beyond me. I know Roblox is like incredibly popular amongst some people, but it's not even a concept. Roblox is a trash nowadays. It's a trash. I think someone in the chat in the past has already explained to me what Roblox actually is, but I just don't remember. Is it like software with which you can make games, or like is it like is it the game inside of which you can create games? Kind of like how in Geometry Dash you can make your own levels, and then when you open Geometry Dash you can in that way like interact with all kinds of different level styles and stuff. Is it like that, or what is it? And it's even saucier nowadays. Yeah, I've heard there's been like some controversies, or not even controversies, crimes being committed by some developers of Roblox or something. I don't know. I have the impression that Roblox is like really predatory, especially, you know, there's like apparently a lot of the people who play Roblox are kids. Is this true? I don't know. That's what I've heard. And then there's like predatory adults there. That's what I've heard. That's like my impression of Roblox. And then just like rooms. That's what I know about Roblox, and I don't think I want to get any closer to it than that. I honestly, I don't know. I feel like I would be in trouble. Predators, they think it's easier for them to do as if they didn't exist, instead of just hiring people that just want to make the platform safe. The upper part of that chat does not show. Wait a moment. Roblox is protecting online predators because they think it's easier for them to do as if they didn't exist, instead of just hiring people that just want to make the platform safe. Yeah, okay. So I was kind of my impression was correct about that. Yeah. Honestly, really depressing. It's really sad. I think there's been like some conversation. I've seen some people discuss about like the problem of there not being safe places and platforms for kids. Like, if you're a kid, or if you're a parent of a child and try to find like games or, I don't know, video websites for your kid to explore, or something like that, forums for your kid to like discuss their hobbies with other kids or something like that. I don't know, you know, like internet for kids. Where is it nowadays? Apparently, I don't know, it doesn't seem to exist that much anymore, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. it would be nice if people like would put more effort and time and would think of how to provide safe spaces for everyone, but also like, you know, kids. I don't know. I think it's appropriate conversation people have about, for example, keeping children safe on the internet by, like, for example, not showing their faces in pictures and stuff like that. I think that's like generally a good idea and stuff. But sometimes I feel like it's really saddening how far it has gone, in the sense like it's like if I don't know, I don't watch much content relating to kids because it's not really like it's not relevant to me and not interesting to me in any sense. But I was about to say something, but I feel like the times when I like watch a video of like some, I don't know, bread tuber I follow that like mentions kids, there's a lot of disclaimers around it, and it's like a hot potato topic. Like you like, you know, people don't feel comfortable anymore, which is kind of sad, because like kids are just natural. Like being a child is just a natural part of human development, right? Like, which it's kind of sad that we have come to a place where people are so afraid and need to be so afraid and so overly protective and overly cautious around even talking about parenting and kids or stuff like that. Oh, that's the impression. Again, it's not really a relevant thing to me, you know, children's internet, or, you know, I don't know, since I don't have children, and I don't have like any close people who have children. It's not relevant to me, but it's like the impression I get when I like sometimes engage in content that discusses these topics. It's sad because there's people that make insane games in there. You mean insane in a good way, like really good games? What is this? Can we catch it? No. Okay, it's just the cat head floating around. But I mean, games worth of being a project made by a big company. You think that, do I understand correctly, you're saying that Roblox has a lot of good games that would be worth of being developed further by bigger companies? That people make like content there or games there that have actually like really good concepts, and like the ideas are good behind them. Look at that little monkey in the background, looking so happy. I don't think we have that many rooms left to explore. I'm slightly afraid that... Oh, there's like an army blocking us. I'm slightly afraid someone's gonna be offended that I don't like explore some secret areas or don't find them. If they're watching the VOD, or if someone's lurking in the stream and being like, oh, why aren't they going there? But I feel like this is... I feel like this is gonna be like one of the last areas, like maybe even the last area to explore. I think otherwise we have seen like everything there is plainly to see. I don't want to spend like too much time just aimlessly wandering around, because I think that's like too fractious to me. I'm content with just like having a grasp of what the game has in it, and then leaving. I do want to see though if there's like a door we can find from this space. Wait a moment, I have gotten a Discord message from a friend. Alright, my friend has been playing like some kind of game and is really excited about it, and just sent a message related to it. Just checked if there's anything urgent. The saddest part is that those games are overshadowed by games made for silly kids. Those e-games sus famous ideas. Those games use famous ideas and concepts like brain rot and skip to toilet or easy formula. Use easy formula, yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like again, because I don't have any reason to watch kids shows, so I don't know what they are like today. But I've gotten the impression that they're just like horrible. Or like that's the impression I get. Like for example, Moomin TV series, they made like a 3D version because I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with the old school Moomin TV series, the 2D hand-drawn animation from Japan. I don't know what's wrong with it, why they needed to make a 3D Moomin series, but it's bad. I hate it. Everything is soft and like they said the language they use and all the topics, they seem very like bland and like. This is another thing. I feel like people are so afraid nowadays to include anything serious or difficult in like movies directed to kids, for example. I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of books and TV series and shows and movies for kids that do deal with these topics, but I feel like that's like lessened. I feel like people are becoming more and more like careful about like delving into stuff. And one thing that's been ridiculous about Finnish like conversations surrounding, for example, the Moomin series. Apparently, the national television ran out of like copyrights for the original Finnish dub of the series, so they made a new dub. This was maybe 6-7 years ago. It was a big thing because what they did when they remade the dub for the series was they changed the language of the series. So there's like a lot of words, for example, professions. That are not maybe as common nowadays because the building types have changed throughout the years. So they decided to wipe off all of those uncommon words from the series. So children, because apparently children won't understand what it means. Like for example, a person who like cleans up chimneys, right? There are still people who do that job, but they were like, no, kids won't understand, so we will wipe it out of the script completely. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, of course kids won't learn the language, they won't learn those words if you don't include them in their shows and books and whatever the content they consume, right? It was bizarre, and I just, it made me feel so sad. Like I don't know, and then like I don't know. Nowadays children are attracted by those kind of games, while the good games are things that if you're a kid like those, you think they're played by grandpas. It's ironic because most people say that these kids are the future of the planet, and the rate that is going, these kids are not gonna be the future of this planet, but the end of it instead. This are keyboard hating. Maybe you should clean your keyboard. Maybe it won't hate you then. Maybe it's like, bro, clean me. It's orchestrating a strike against you until you clean it up. No, but it's been kind of worrisome, honestly. A lot of things, like I am so happy. Like Finnish ministry released like how do you call it, like kind of like it's kind of like a guideline. It's not like law or like rules, but it's like you should maybe follow this, like recommendations for screen time on children from ages 0 to 13. And they are gonna next year maybe create like similar for teenagers. But people have been receiving it very positively. Like people have been waiting for this because there's been like a lot of conversations surrounding like what it does to your brain and to you if you just use a screen. You know, I don't know. It has been kind of surreal seeing like young kids in like trolleys. Is that what they call it? Like the trolley, when you push your kid inside of like this basket on wheels. And like a kid with a huge iPad in that, and then the parents just don't pay any mind. Like I don't know. It makes me feel a little worried, but whatever. people are talking about like the attention spans, and if adults are having problems with like TikTok addictions or whatever, what about the kids if they grow up surrounded by TikTok or whatever? Yeah. Anyway, I don't think every kid nowadays is like that, but for most of them, games like Minecraft would be too boring or overwhelming for them because they require actual knowledge and grinding. And what these kids want are instead instant or easy rewards and group. I feel that applies to adults as well, though. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of articles, and I guess some of that is like a bit of an overreaction. You know, media tends to like make a big deal out of, like a bigger deal out of things than maybe necessary for clicks and money. But like, adults have that too. Like, it's increasingly like people are less used to straining their, like, exercising their brain, you know. I don't think it only applies to children. I think that's the scary part, like the general change in like the behavior of populations and stuff like that, like in all age groups. But I don't know, yeah. It's been interesting. We sometimes have like conversations with my friends, like of. It's funny how even if you don't want kids, you still have a lot of opinions about how kids should be raised. But like me and my friends, we have been talking about, like, for example, like if we were to raise a child, we would not allow them to be on the like using a screen. They would not be able to use an iPad or a phone or whatever. They would be reading books and playing with their toys or whatever, and socializing with people, and you know. What the heck is this? Is this like a labyrinth? Wait, why is it preventing me from walking? What the heck? I wanna go to the ladder. Like, yeah, there's in Finnish media, there's been like on news media, there's been a lot of conversation about what kids do actually need from technology. Like, do they actually need a smartphone? No, they don't. Kids don't need a smartphone. They need a phone, maybe for, you know, they can call for in a case of emergency, but what else do they need but contact information of parents, right? And like the emergency number, right? Like, what else do they need? They don't need TikTok. What they need is to play in mud, touch grass, and explore textures and stuff, and play with wooden toys, and watch good quality movies curated by parents, and maybe play a few games together with the parents that are curated and selected by the parents. I don't know, that's my opinion. And a lot of my friends agree with me on this. You know what, I think humans are used to showing kids colorful and energetic kinds of things, making them more attracted to these kind of things, since it's what they have grown up with. So if we show them different things since they are very young, like, I don't know, classic music documents and other kind of things, they might become more attracted to it. Yeah, maybe. What is this game about? That is a very good question. We are oh, someone subscribed. Thank you, Marcelo Ferreira. I think this game is an exploration of dream worlds. We go to sleep, we enter dreamscape, in which we have doors, and through these doors we can reach dreamscapes, and then we just walk around and gather funny hats. That is what I have gotten out of this. I'm extremely frustrated. I wanna reach that ladder. Also, maybe I should have added an epilepsy warning on this game. I just remembered. I'm sorry if someone has epilepsy and got a seizure because of this. I'm very, very sorry about that. I should be more careful in the future. I'm losing hope, guys. I'm losing hope. I don't think there is a way to get through here. Fascinating, isn't it? Dreamcore walking simulator. Does any of you listen to dreamcore music or breakcore? Anything like that? I have been listening to depressive breakcore this year quite a lot. Not particularly because I'm depressed or anything, but I just really like the music music style. And maybe we can get to the ladder from here. Okay, what the fuck? How do I get out of here? This is kind of getting on my nerves. Can you not go down? You can, but on there? Is there really no pathway to the ladder? There should be, right? It would make sense. Do I have the patience for this? We're just talking about like, oh, kids need instant dopamine and rewards, and here I am, not having the patience to do this. maybe I'm proving my point that it's not just kids, it's all age groups that are struggling with this. Oh my god, what the fuck? Is there really no way to go there? Oh. So close and yet so far. No, honestly. Okay, what if we have a lantern head? Can we see the path? No. I listen to white noise. I think I've sometimes listened to white noise, but not too often. I don't really have too many occasions where I would need it. You love games like these? That's good to hear. I also like these kind of games, except for when I don't know how to move on. I hate this. You listen to classic violin and fight music and also anime opening songs. Okay. Okay. I see. You have a lot of favors. My favorite is Bloody Stream. Is that a name of a song? I never really got into the general anime opening song type of music like this. Some intros that I have found good and I have listened to later, but in general not too many have like stayed around on my playlists. I really like when it comes to like jazz or classical music, very different genres, but you know what I mean. I really enjoy saxophone, oboe, I don't know how you say that in English, oboe, cello and alto violin. Those are like my favorite instruments to listen to when in those kind of like either in classical or jazz settings. Oh, it's the opening of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Act 2. Hell fucking yeah. I so far I think the second opening song of JoJo anime series is maybe my favorite. I don't exactly remember how it goes. I'm currently watching the season 3 part 2 with my friend, and it has the opening where all the previous singers come together. It has been a little difficult to warm up to it. It's been a little difficult. I might be giving up on this room. I'm giving up on this room. We are waking up. Sorry. I don't enjoy the environment there. Okay, let's enter. Let's go see if there's any rooms we haven't explored. This place? Maybe? No, we have been here. We don't have yet a Steam achievement called have all the items. But as I said, I don't want a completionist run. I just want to get the general feel of the game and then end it there, and that's the end of Yume Nikki streams, right? Our 3 favorite opens are Zankyo Sanka from the Kimetsu no Yaiba Entertainment District arc, Idol from Oshinoko, and Kickback from Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man opening! I remember really enjoying it. It's been years since I watched that, but yeah, the first season. Yeah, but I've kind of fallen out the loop of anime, so any recent anime openings I have probably not heard unless some streamer I follow has like made a cover of it. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but like in general pop music is just not like, I can listen to so many different types of music, but pop music is like, pop genre is, or the current day pop music genre, like type or style, is just in general it's really difficult for me to find songs that I enjoy in a way that I would be listening to them on my free time. And especially Japanese pop music. I can't. It's I don't know. Something about it just doesn't fit my, like, it doesn't like, I don't know. It doesn't match my freak, I suppose. I don't know what else. I'm not vibing it as much. Our vibes don't meet, maybe. There are exceptions, of course. I do have like a pop music playlist, but in general, like when I'm hanging around with friends and they put the music on the background, then it's, of course, it's either musical songs or pop music. It's I find myself being like, okay, I can listen to this on the background. Some of the songs I ask we skip because they're annoying, but I would not like add them to my playlists for daily listening. I'd say this is our last room to explore. I just wonder if it's gonna be just a loop. Where does this door? Is this door where we came from? It is. Okay, let's re-enter. Maybe there is somewhere I didn't go. Have we been walking like sideways or up? Let's try up. Let's see what's in the north. In the background, these guys look like they're holding up like stereos. Don't you think? It's like they're holding them up, like blasting out music. Only up. What? Why the skull emoji? Is there some? Did I say something wrong? Only up skull emoji. Now I'm feeling like I don't know what to expect. What should I expect? Did I say it weirdly? Yesterday when we were playing like Pathfinder, I have like Vineleshi character I'm playing, and one of our characters, another player character, had turned into a wolf through, like, you know, just a polymorph or something. And my character told the wolf that, hey, if you want me to cast Speak with Animals, come and like snoot one of my strawberries. The Vineleshi has like strawberries growing out of it. And then when the other player character like changed into an animal shape another time, I said, hey, you can snoot my strawberry anytime. At that point, we had been playing like maybe 7 hours. Everyone was very tired and very dirty-minded at that point. And I didn't realize what I was saying until everyone just started laughing, and we had like small zoomies laughing situation there for a while. Just came to my mind suddenly. Oh, there's a bed here. Anyway, it just made me think of like, oh, Oh, go back, go back. Let's go down. Anyway, so just reminded me of the many times I have said something I didn't realize was odd. I only later realized. Okay, this looks promising. There's like an elevator. Let's see what's in the west first. A fire. Do we die if we walk into the fire? Let's see the elevator first, maybe. Only up. It's a very hard parkour game. Oh, one of those, huh? Apparently there's a new annoying endurance parkour game called Baby Steps. I have seen like some of the streamers I follow playing it. Shit, I can't test walking into the fire, huh? Okay. Let's see if there's still something here to see or not, and then let's, I guess, go back to being awake. What I was trying to explain? I was explaining something. Yeah, Baby Steps. I've heard of a game like that. Seems really annoying. Some of the streamers I follow have been playing it. Yeah, Baby Steps. Yeah, it seems really annoying. Yeah, I think I have in if you remember Getting Over It with Bennett or whatever. I think I have like around 20 hours in the game and I still haven't beat it. I still haven't beat it. I gave up on it. I streamed it at the time, but I also had a lot of trouble, a lot of technical difficulties with VTube Studio during those streams. I don't think the game really fared well with VTube Studio. I don't know why, but I had to PNG a lot of those streams. It was during the very like beginnings of when I started streaming. Dreams have a meaning, also my dreams. Yeah. yeah, I feel ya. Sometimes I wake up and I just wonder, like, what the fuck did I just see? Why did I see this, you know? Okay, let's pinch our cheek. I wanna go one more time into the dreamscape or dream world to test one thing out. I wanna walk away from the doors and see what happens. Like, can we find something more beyond them? Like, if we leave this, can we do that? Or does it not allow us to go away? No. There's nothing more. There's nothing beyond. Okay. Well, I wanna visit the eye world one more time. And then we are gonna say bye-bye for Yume Nikki, I'd say. And we are successfully streaming around 2 hours. I was aiming for this. Lovely to end the stream amongst the eyes, isn't it? I think this is my favorite. I love eyes. I love the design of the door. I love the background music of this place. I can't wait to see you cry and suffer in DDLC. Why? Why? That will be in Friday. Until then, we are gonna be playing Sinner Insomnia on Wednesday, and then I think tomorrow, Mad Father, if I remember correctly. I don't remember my schedule. Just 4 more days until then. Oh no. Is it gonna get good? Is it gonna get good? We're gonna see how much progress I can manage. We're gonna see. It's gonna be try not to yap challenge. Maybe I should have beer with me, and every time I get distracted, I have to take a sip. I think that is that would be fertile ground for a chaotic yapping stream. Maybe it's a bad idea. It's so difficult to stream visual novel games without yapping. I don't know what it is about the games. I just begin to yap. I'm not a yapping person. Usually I'm quiet in social interactions, and in the past I found it really hard to feel the like space during streaming, which is weird, but in the past I have a memory of finding it difficult to come up with anything to talk about, and nowadays I just yap. It just comes out of it. I just go yappity yap 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 yap. Don't you think drinking more and more will make you talk even more? Probably. But it would be funny. Maybe I can make it like an interactive experience so the viewers can drink every time they become annoyed with me yapping too much. Maybe that way it will be more bearable to follow. What is my schedule? I have forgotten my schedule. Let me open my phone and see what I have planned for this week. Tomorrow we are playing Mad Photo. Oh, my throat is itchy. My other eye starts crying a little. Tomorrow we are playing Mad Fodder, and then Wednesday we are playing Insomnia, and Thursday I'm having a break, and then Friday we are playing DDLC. But this week, I might. What do I have on Thursday? Right, we have a game on Thursday. I will have to see about that. I might want to squeeze in another stream for this week. That might be a suicide mission, but I kind of feel intrigued. We'll see how it goes. I won't be promising anything. I'm just looking at my schedule. I'm like, oh, but I want to play more games. I want to play more. I want to explore more games. You know. Anyway, so tomorrow it's gonna be Mad Fodder. I kind of want to try to finish Mad Fodder tomorrow. It would be so dope to finish it in 2 streams. I just remember there's a very good Undertale fan game. It's called Outer Tale or Project Space Time. It's a full Undertale game, but in space. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That sounds interesting. I feel like there's a lot of Undertale fan projects. To be honest, I feel like there's a whole subgenre of games just under Undertale. Game Jolt. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm a part of the Undertale fandom, so I won't promise playing anything and everything Undertale, but I'll keep it in mind. And previous Undertale needed too. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll play it. Although for anything Undertale in the future, as I have learned in the past, I will only stream Undertale related content if I manage to get someone to monitor the chat during the streams, because I'm afraid of the Undertale community. I am afraid of all the spoilers and all the backseat gaming and all the lore drops and all that, because yeah. but maybe I'll play it, maybe not. Right now in my lineup there's other games to explore, but it's good to know that there's more Undertale to explore if I feel like it. Anyway, thank you for everyone lurking around, everyone who was saying hi in the chat, anyone watching the VOD this far, thank you for watching the VOD. At the end of the stream here, it was a pretty good stream. Pretty good. Nothing else to say about that. I really enjoyed this game. It was really nice. It was a little different. It has a lot of cool designs, and I really like this eye room. It's really cute. I warmly encourage everyone to test Yume Nikki out if they haven't already. I really like this game. I think someone recommended it to me in the past, so if that person is watching who has asked me to play this game, thank you for recommending Yume Nikki to me. I've been really happy with this game experience. Good walking simulator. I crave more nonsense walking. Oh, that will be coming. There will be more nonsense walking in the future games, yes. For real. For sure, for sure. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for everyone. I hope to see you another time, whenever that may be. Have a good rest of the whatever time of the day it is, or night. And yeah. Bye bye.